Welcome to Masterpiece Tarot. Here you'll find timeless messages to guide your soul's awakening. If you're here, trust. You are meant to be. You can show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing. These help support my mission of creating more peace on Earth. Welcome in, collective. I'm going to go ahead and get a divine masculine reading. I have updated my description box, so please have a look there. If you're interested to know just a little bit more. It's still a work in progress. I've been up for about a month and a half, this channel has. Thank you to all of the subscribers. The channel's growing quickly, and I'm just thrilled that my messages are resonating with some of you. It's a really fun thing to be doing these messages for the collective. If messages do resonate for you, please let me know. I really enjoy reading your comments. Okay. All right, so let's jump into this divine masculine reading. Spirit, what is it that you would like us to know? Thank you for using me as a channel for these messages, for the collective, and specifically for the divine masculine collective. Take genders as they resonate, guys. This might apply to you, male or female. All right. All right. I'm going to give these a good shuffle here. Spirit, thank you for your protection. Yeah. It can feel vulnerable bringing messages like this through, and I'm not sure why. I've been reading tarot for a long time, but I've never done it publicly like this, and it feels a little vulnerable, but you know, I think it's all part of the process. Okay, Spirit, talk to us about our divine masculine collective, please and thank you. King of Pentacles, Earth sign masculine, right off the bat there. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I could be talking to a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female. This is the King of Pentacles. Crossing energy, please. The Hanged Man, and here we have a Pisces energy. Okay. Yeah, Pisces energy, Hanged Man. This is all about a period of waiting, a period of, you know, this person who's in the Hanged Man is trying to see things from a new perspective. It could be something within the King of Pentacles, this person we're reading for, where there's something about this that is pertinent, relevant. In the conscious space, we have a Nine of Cups. We'll have to see if this is one individual or two here, okay? I'm not sure yet. Nine of Cups is a single person who's feeling happy and fulfilled in their life. They're abundant. And in the unconscious space, there's a victory. King of Pentacles might not be seeing that there's a victory here, either for himself or possibly for this Hanged Man energy, because I am seeing a feminine energy there on that card. And then in the Six of Wands, we have a feminine. It doesn't matter though, right? Because souls are souls. We're just experiencing our soul through our human body. So we'll have to see. What about in the recent past here? The Queen of Cups. That could be the same person here in the Hanged Man, or an aspect of masculine. Queen of Cups is a master of emotion. She has, you know, yeah, she is loving, nurturing, and intuitive. And in the future here, we have the Fool. We have a new beginning. This is pretty nice energy so far, I gotta say. It's interesting, we have this masculine surrounded by feminines on every single one of these cards here. Every single one of them. Which is pretty interesting. It's like he's cocooned here. How is our masculine seeing himself? Six of Pentacles. There's a sense of reciprocity here. There's a give and take. There's a balancing out happening here. Sixes can be about harmony and peace. And so I think that this King of Pentacles, if he's not already there, you know, he might be moving into a place of greater harmony and peace. It can sometimes represent movement as well. Okay, so like this balancing out. And I notice as I'm looking at the cards, we have those two orange pentacles. They're the same one there. The biggest one on this Six of Pentacles is the same one that he's holding here. So there could be something there. We'll just have to see what else wants to come out. Okay. Alrighty. What's the environmental energy here, Spirit? The Devil. Huh. It's Capricorn energy. Okay. We have a Five of Cups, hopes and fears. Here we have a sense of loss. In the traditional deck, the Five of Cups is somebody who's wearing that long black gown, and they're looking at the three spilt over cups. They're not seeing the two cups behind. Here we see something being washed down the drain, and it looks like cups. Okay. And the outcome card, the Chariot, movement, momentum. I'm kind of getting that as masculine, if you're there listening, I'm just going to say you. I think that if you are resonating with this message, what I'm getting is that you may be in a period of integrating more of your own divine, your own feminine aspect of self. And, you know, this is an act of balancing things out in your life. This is a new thing for you. This is a new beginning. You're taking a leap to do this kind of deeper dive. Okay, this work. There could have been a mother figure, a Queen of Cups in the past, who perhaps helped potentiate this healing, because it does seem like in the conscious space here, there's a Nine of Cups. This is the single person. It could be this Queen of Cups over here who is helping you to just love yourself for who you are as like a sovereign being. You may be about to experience a victory of some kind, but you might not be seeing it. This individual here in the Six of Wands is being seen and celebrated by the community. There's a sense that this might have been a hard-won battle. There might have been a lot of competition, friendly or otherwise. In the environment, we have this Devil energy, and this could be affecting you, okay, masculine? There is something dark here, and that dark thing is causing a sense of loss. There's a fear here. It could be a fear on the part of the people in the environment who are either embodying this devil energy or seeing you through in this light. There may be people who don't like you or who perceive you as some kind of a devil energy. But whatever the case, it's causing this sense of grief. But what I'm seeing is that there's momentum away from this adversity towards this new beginning, which we see here in the Fool card. So we're going to clarify these cards and see what else Spirit would like to tell us about this whole situation. Spirit, clarify our King of Pentacles. Please and thank you. Whoop, that one flew out. And there we have it again, a Wheel of Fortune. So something is turning in your favor. And there's the Chariot again. It's helping you to move forward. It's helping you to prepare for what is to come, to be battle ready. You are balanced here in this energy, okay, and you're gaining momentum. And there's the Nine of Cups again. All these cards are already out. The Nine of Cups, we were saying, might be this feminine energy, the Queen of Cups who's helping. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is the divine, turning that wheel. And the Chariot is you, right? Getting ready and making moves to start moving in that direction. I think away from the devil energy into a new beginning of some kind. Who's the Hanged Man? Why is this energy blocking or a barrier at this time? The Lovers, Gemini energy. We have a Seven of Swords, some kind of deception, and the Sun that's being exposed. So this could be a Pisces, it could be a Gemini. There is some kind of deception, and it's being exposed with the Sun card. What I will say is that because it's being exposed, I feel like this isn't going to be blocking you for long. The Sun also represents happiness and optimism. So there's a sense that this revealing of the truth, that as you start seeing things more clearly, if that's part of the issue, because the person in the Hanged Man is not seeing things clearly yet. They're waiting for more information. They're waiting for enlightenment. So if this is an aspect of you that's waiting for more info, you're going to be getting it, okay? And it's to do with a lover's situation, and there could be an element of deception. You might be in a partnership that's not aligned, because they're in the Garden of Eden, okay? There's an apple there, okay? So it could kind of go either way, right? It could become a divine connection, or it can become karmic, depending on what happens, all right? But we do see that there's something deceptive, and it could just be that the both of them are wearing a mask and not being completely honest with each other. There's an element that they could be deceiving themselves, one or both. Deception isn't always intentional. Sometimes people wear masks because they're wounded and they don't want, or they're not comfortable being their true self, their true authentic self. So when we say Seven of Swords, it doesn't always mean an intentional, it's not like always robbing the bank, okay? Sometimes it is, but not always. Clarify the Nine of Cups, Spirit, please and thank you. We have the King of Pentacles. That's you again, masculine. Okay, there you are. There's a Six of Swords. That's that movement forward again, and a Three of Pentacles. You are in this single energy, masculine. You are the King of Pentacles. This is an aspect of yourself, most likely. Okay, you are balancing out your feminine energy, and you are embracing your you're embracing who you are, your authentic self, okay? Free from what anybody else wants you to be. You are happy being in your own energy. Look at all that yellow. That symbolizes happiness. There's something here that about moving away from a situation. It could be that you're moving away from this energy that's blocking you. The Hanged Man to the Lovers, the deception that's being illuminated. You could be trying to manifest change in your life. I'm certainly seeing change here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. You're moving away to build something. You're looking to build maybe someplace else that's a little bit more calm and peaceful, or fruitful, you know, where something, where there's a possibility of collaborating more. These might be with people that are a little bit more in alignment with who you are as you're discovering who you are at your core, at your deeper levels of self. Tell us about the Six of Wands. What's this victory down here, Spirit? Now we have a King of Wands. This is a fire sign masculine. We have an Empress and a Two of Swords. There's a sense of confusion with that Two of Swords. So I'm wondering if this isn't somebody else in your energy, this Six of Wands. You may not be seeing. There's confusion with our Two of Swords. I wonder if you're not seeing a pregnancy that might involve this King of Wands, this fire sign masculine. This could be you, but I'm not thinking so. I think you're a earth sign masculine that I'm talking to. So even if you're not the earth sign masculine, this is somebody in different energy. It could be because, you know, you could have prominent placements, both fire and earth placements. But there's something you're not seeing regardless, okay? It's almost like, I wonder if somebody's getting away with something here. Like, is this pregnant person having a victory? There's a sense of confusion here. And you're looking at this person having the victory, not at this pregnant person. They're both looking at her. Yes, this is a confusing energy. I can't quite place it, except to say that there is some type of confusion in the energy for you, masculine. You might be able to identify who the Empress. This is an earth sign, feminine, all the queens of the deck. She's very abundant. She's fertile. She's attached to these stars. She has this crown of stars. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. That might mean something to you, though, masculine. Who's the Queen of Cups here in the past? What's this Queen of Cups energy? Oh, it's a soulmate, possibly. A Six of Cups. Six of Cups. A Death card. So there was an ending, perhaps, with this individual. Now, death is very much also about rebirth. So take that as it resonates, okay? And oftentimes with soulmates, we do experience reunions with our soulmates. So that implies there could be a reunion or an ending. One more, Spirit, help us to get a little more clarity. And the Hermit. Well, there is a sense of needing to go within to understand the situation a little bit more thoroughly, gain some clarity. The Hermit is working on, you know, finding the truth within. Okay? That's what the Hermit is all about. Finding the truth within, using the intuition. Again, this is kind of a feminine type of an energy of going within. There's also a suggestion that this Queen of Cups herself may be doing the same thing. Okay, she may be the one that's going within and trying to understand perhaps what happened here. Maybe there was a love connection or a soulmate connection, somebody of significance in your life, in her life, and there might have been an ending, and it might have caused this person, this Queen of Cups, to need to go within. Could be you both as well. It really does seem like there is some soul searching going on, but it's purposeful because, you know, the Hermit is trying to figure things out so that they can acquire wisdom, and then they come back to the community, right, and they share their wisdom. It's very purposeful what the Hermit does. It's not just running away and escaping from society. It's very purposeful, this time in solitude. Talk to us about this new beginning here. What's the new beginning, Spirit? A Knight of Pentacles. Okay, somebody coming in to plant a new seed. Four of Swords. And an Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, after a little period of recovery, there is going to be a rebuilding. And there's a Knight of Pentacles who's going to be assisting by bringing in some type of an offer in the material. And this is your new beginning here, masculine. There's something about integrating, you know, when we're lying down in this kind of meditative stance and we're working through thoughts, we are healing and we are moving into a place of greater peace and harmony. And this does seem to represent a new beginning for you of some kind. You could be, in this future scenario, the Knight of Pentacles, bringing something in for another who's trying to build something. What's this Six of Pentacles? This equal give and take, reciprocity, balancing the scales, being charitable. This is the energy. This is how you're seeing yourself, masculine. And we did just get that kind of charity energy. We just spoke on that actually a moment ago, saying that you might be that Knight of Pentacles bringing an offer into somebody to help them to build. So let's see what this is here. There's a Ten of Swords, an Eight of Swords, and an Eight of Cups. Sheesh. Well, we haven't had any indication that you are wounded, but I think if this is resonating for you, okay, what I'm seeing here is that you are trying to balance something out that has been a very much an internal process for you. This is not something that's being seen out here in the cards yet. There's no indication that you're feeling this way inside of yourself. Okay, with this Ten of Swords, this feeling stabbed in the back and betrayed, that you're feeling trapped and up in your head, imprisoned in some ways, or that you feel like you're needing to walk away towards something else with Eight Cups standing. You may be, at this time, masculine, keeping a lot hidden. You may be processing things very much internally. We saw that with the Hermit card here. We also see that there's that sense of confusion. Okay, and that's in the shadow position down here, okay? What's not being seen. It's like, on the one hand, there's victory, but on the other hand, there's this confusion about it. It could be that you're not feeling worthy. It could be that you have something in your past that needs to be resolved, some way in which you are holding on to, perhaps unconsciously, shadow, okay, that's holding you back, perhaps. This could be the reason why you feel like you want to be this Knight of Pentacles and bring something in to balance something out. It doesn't have to be a gift in the material. It can be a gift of words. It can be anything to try to help balance things out. We do have the Wheel of Fortune out, I believe, twice. Or was that in the last reading? I think that was in the... No, we have one there. And we have, I guess, just the one. Okay. Yeah. And you're moving right towards this Devil and this Five of Cups. So there's something that you may be confronting at this time that's quite painful and uncomfortable. Masculine. Okay. And so then the energy, there's this Devil energy, Capricorn energy. And this is affecting you. So this could be some aspect of yourself. Okay, because they're both Earth sign energies. Okay. The King of Pentacles, with all these positive aspects, seems to be the predominant energy. But then we get over here and there's a sense within of inner turmoil. and maybe not feeling good enough or something like this. And because of that, it seems like it's being reflected in the environment here with the devil. This is how others may be perceiving you at this time. So a lot of times what we end up projecting out there are unconscious beliefs, right? We project that which is too uncomfortable to look at. We point our finger when we can't see that part of ourselves within. It's not the obvious stuff, you know. If you're a good-looking person, you don't point the finger and say, "Wow, you're good-looking." No, it's the stuff that you want to reject about your own self. Okay, it can be anything. Only you know what that is. All right, masculine. Devil, clarify this. The Fool. The Queen of Cups. There she is again. Okay. And the Page of Wands. Oh, okay. I'm getting, in the past, I'm wondering if there wasn't something that you did that was a bit foolish. Maybe towards a Queen of Cups. Because you were in this Page of Wands energy. Page of Wands, this is somebody who's passionate and creative, but very young, inexperienced. They haven't even left home yet. They're like an 11th grader, okay? 12th grader. And because you took this action, it could have created some karma that lingers, okay? And it might be the thing that might be related to whatever this thing is here that you're hiding, feeling imprisoned by, that hasn't been resolved yet. It might even be the thing that's driving you to get into this Knight of Pentacles energy to bring in some type of an offer of help. Because you have another opportunity to be the Fool. And it's almost like the divine is giving you a second chance to do it differently, right? To be this Knight of Pentacles instead of the Fool. Whoops, where is it? The Fool in the Page of Wands. It's almost like a fresh opportunity here. Let's look at these cards together. Yeah, look at how different those are. So on the one hand, we have the Fool. The new start is you put on your gear and you make an offer to help somebody build. But here we have the Devil to the Fool, to the Page of Wands. So this could have been, you know, you could have just been also in some lower vibrational energy. You know, pages are, they're really young. And the wand is very phallic. And so, you know, before we mature, we sometimes allow ourselves to be driven by our animal instincts. But then as we mature and our energy ascends, we begin to value things in a different way, right? Yeah. So this is really interesting energy. It really does feel like the divine is giving somebody here, maybe this is you collective, another chance to do something differently. And I feel like it's because if this did happen, it's because there was a lack of understanding. Like, you know, a lot of people make all kinds of mistakes in their youth. I can understand. Many of us have been there. I think most of us have. But that is how we learn and grow. And I do think for some reason the divine looks favorably upon you. And I do think it's because what we see here is your overall energy is so positive. You have so many positive things going here for you. Okay? You really do. Whoever I'm speaking to here, you allow things to die, you look for the lessons within them, you're connected in with your soul, you can recognize a soulmate when you see one. Okay? You're willing to move out of stormy waters. You're interested in collaborating and building. Yeah, I really am seeing it. And then this core energy here is what's so nice. Oops, that's not the one I meant to pick up. Is this one. This is the core energy that you're in, which is, check it out. You're the King of Pentacles. The karmic wheel is turning. You're gaining momentum because you want to be happy, because you want to be at peace. You want to be fulfilled in your life. Because probably you understand that that is the basis for everything else, is feeling good within yourself, through and through. Making friends with those parts of yourself that used to leave you feeling horrible. 5 of Cups, hopes and fears. Let's see. Okay, fast-moving Hanged Man and a 2 of Cups. Wow. Okay. I would see this more as a hope. I'm getting it here. I gotta say it. I think there's a hope that you're going to quickly move away from this pain, this grief, this sense of loss, toward the Hanged Man, this very energy that's causing you a challenge right now. Remember, this is a Pisces or a water sign. Okay. And it might also be the Queen of Cups there in the soulmate, toward a 2 of Cups. I'm getting it strongly. I cannot lie. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I think you're really hoping you're going to be able to move quickly toward this 2 of Cups. And on your way, there's a waiting period. You're going to be gaining more insight, knowledge, understanding, wisdom. And when the time is right, in divine timing, you will come down from that Hanged Man energy. But it's like you're going through the energy of the Pisces, which is all about feelings, emotion. So there's a need to really work with the emotions, I think. And then we get to the 2 of Cups, which is this kind of sacred union here. And you're gaining momentum here. This is the outcome, the Chariot. And in this illustration, there's fast movement. We have balanced energies, conscious and unconscious, dark and light, shadow and self, or ego and unconscious. He's looking toward the future. Okay, he's future oriented. Whatever's behind is a blur. It's kind of fiery. This is Cancer energy, which is water. So it's like you're moving toward, this is not a traditional meaning, but as I'm just allowing my own intuitive mind to work this out, it's almost like there's a fire behind you and you're moving toward water, or you are the water. You're carrying healing energy with you as you move out of this. Red and yellow are the low chakras, like the red, orange, and yellow are the first, second, and third chakras. So there's a sense that you are elevating here as you move up to the green and the blue and the purple. And here we have it again, the 9 of Pentacles. You're moving toward a place where you feel at peace within yourself. You feel good about who you are as an individual. and that's your feminine aspect of self. We have a Four of Wands. This is a stable foundation. This is a, can be a home. There's a sense of celebration. This can be the 1111 card. A divine union card again. A twin flame card. Some people would call it that. And we have a tower. And there's a big upheaval with all of this movement. All of this progression is causing a big tower. This ties in with the last reading that I did. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it was the first reading I did. It was a message to pass along. I'll publish them both at the same, like tonight. So, but in that last reading, it just looked at a situation where there was an individual who was elevating and beginning to embrace and embody energies that were different than the traditional ones he grew up with. And this posed a challenge for the traditional family. But in that, there's all this opportunity, okay? It is challenging, but, after the crumbling of the tower, a new tower is built. Something new and sometimes better is built. Oftentimes it is, because this was not built on a stable foundation. And it's not to say that the traditional values aren't good, because they are, but for you and your soul alignment, okay, that's the issue. Use some oracle cards here. Keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress toward your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. Compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. Yeah, I'll put it down here where you're really hard on yourself here. A little bit masculine. And pause. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all of the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. We'll put it with the Chariot here. And last but not least, pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? Let's put it down here with this unconscious where there's confusion. Okay, if you're feeling confused, try to look at it differently, maybe pivot. Okay, and maybe things will open up and start flowing. All right, collective, those are your messages. Hope they're helpful. Bye for now.